So, your favorite auntie just turned 43 by God's grace on All Saints Day, of course, rightfully so. And I'm just sitting here laughing because, so when I was younger, I was one of the big sisters. So I was the eldest, so I had to help raise the kids. When I say help is saying it lightly. Those was my kids, right? And so those kids are grown, and now those kids have kids. And then, so now I have kids, and so those kids are grown, and, none of my kids have kids yet. By God's grace, maybe I'll see the day when, they'll decide to have kids, but everybody's in their bag right now, so I get it. And I have come across people in my walk of life that, maybe they just look at me and they automatically judge me. Like, I've been an auntie for a long time, and I realized that people see me differently than, what I am. And so it's just really interesting, like, interacting with people. And I really just get misjudged so quickly. It's funny. And my response to a lot of things that go on is a little bit different because, I was raised different. I had a kid in high school. I was working full time. I had a full-time job in high school. I had a kid in high school. So life was a little bit different for me than most people. And a lot of times I've come across women in my professional life that, may want to exude like mean girl energy, or try and provoke me into an argument. And I'm just way past some things in my life. And so my response may be strange to them. Like, why isn't she snapping back? And it's like, I'm past a point in my life where I'm walking into a room where I feel I have to compete with anyone. We all are beautiful in our own right, I can celebrate everyone's beauty and people's differences, and but it seems like because I don't want to be bothered, it seems like people like to bother people that don't want to be bothered and are trying like get into an argument with someone that's not argumentative, and then laugh when they don't argue back. But the gag is, and here's what I've always found to be true, the gag is you can sit and try and stir up arguments with someone, and I understand is that energy will always come back to that person. I'm a very peaceful person until I'm pushed to not be. And we'll call her lady, and we'll take that word very lightly, was trying to go back and forth with me. And was even saying, look at her, she ain't even responded. I'm not responding for a reason. I raised a lot of kids. You know what it's like raising kids? You know what it's like raising teenagers? A lot of kids, it was hell, okay? It was hell. I believe that God has given me back my youth, because it was taken away from me for such a young age. I just had to really fend for myself. And, but yeah, I laugh at, I had a boss, and I guess she felt like she wanted to prove a point, and she was trying to stir up things with me. And I looked at her, and here's what I know. I'm like, you trying to stir up an argument with me? You're going to produce an argument, but it's not going to be with me. Like, the energy that you put out will always come back on you. So then she'll have this harmony in her relationships and other areas of her life. Like, and I literally do my best to like try and disarm an argument as well. And I know a lot of it comes from me not being what people thought I was. And so it's kind of like disturbing to them. It's like, well, I thought she was like this. And it's like, well, don't think anything. I meet people and then I get to know them. I don't project anything onto them. Everybody didn't grow up the same, right? Everybody's background is not the same. And so, you know, life is just funny. It's been a very interesting experience. But here's to 43.